Hi everyone, welcome to Bad Barry's Bars. You know, I'm Bad Barry and this is my bar. Come in, glad to see you all. Hope you're all keeping well. Well, just to help keep you on the right track, got a couple of little stories for you today. And one is a bit of a sad one really. There was this fella and he came in from work one day, right in the middle of the day. And his wife said, "What are you doing home early?" He said, "I hate to say it, dear," he said, "but I got fired." She said, "Fired?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I've been at that pickle factory for years and they fired me." She said, "Why did you get fired?" He said, "Well, I got fired for putting my fingers in the pickle shredder." And his wife said, "Well, what happened to the pickle shredder?" He said, "Oh, she got fired as well." All right, now another story is it concerns a city girl and she married a farmer. And they were very happily married. She went down to live on the farm, you see, and she'd been down there quite a long time. And one day the husband came in from breakfast. He said, "Listen, dear," he said, "I've got to go out today. I've got to go and pick up some food for the cows and that." He said, "But I've got a guy coming to inseminate one of the cows. We want to, breed one of the cows there." She said, "Well, which one?" He said, "Well, look," he said, I've knocked a nail in on the wall right by the cow's stall, so you'll know which cow it is by the nail." So she said, "Okay," so off he went, you see. Well, later on in the morning, this salesman came down, real smart aleck type, and he saw this blonde city girl. He thought, "Oh, she's a real dope." So he said, "I've come to inseminate one of the cows here." She said, "Oh, I'll show you where it is." So they go down to the barn, you see, and they walk down the row of cows, and he said, "It's this one." He said, "How do you know which cow wants to be bred?" She said, "Well, look," she said, "there's the nail above the door." So she went to walk away and he said, "Well, what's the nail for?" She said, "I guess that's for you to hang your trousers on." Well, it's funny talking about cows. Many, many years ago when I was sort of 15, 16, during the school holidays in the summer, I and maybe 2, 3 or 4 of my buddies, we used to go cycling in England and we'd go off for 6 weeks. We had a little bivouac tent, a methane stove for making a cup of tea and so on. And we would go 6 weeks, we'd go away. I mean, I dread to think what would happen if you did it over here now. But anyway, we were cycling away and one evening it got dark and it got really dark and we said, we've got to find a field to pitch our tent in. So it was a horrible week, rainy and drizzly. We had our raincoats, our cycling capes on. So we went into this field and it was dark and it was sloping up. And against the skyline, we were looking to make sure there was nothing in the field that was going to harm us, The field looked empty. Okay, so we went in, put our bikes down, put the tent up. It was only a little low tent with thin canvas. And got the old primer stove going to brew a cup of tea. And we're sitting in there hunched up when all of a sudden there were cows in the field and they came down on the wet grass, couldn't hear them, and a cow snorted right in my ear through this thin canvas. Gosh, I nearly brought the tent down. I must have jumped from a sitting position to almost an astride jump inside this 3-foot high tent. This damn cow gave me the biggest fright of my life. If you've ever heard a cow snort right in your ear when you didn't expect it, believe me, it's quite an experience. One of the many experiences in life that I've had. Most of them are pretty bad like that. Okay, folks, well, that's all for today. Press the like button if you liked it and press the subscribe button if you want to be a subscriber. No charge, but you get notification of our next presentation. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.